This segment of Delmarva Life is brought to you by Peninsula Home Care.
So if you have an elderly loved one who lives alone, then you know it's kind of hard to get through the day without worrying about them and their safety.
Oh yeah, and with good reason. Falling is the #1 cause of death for those 65 and older, and more than 800,000 patients a year are hospitalized due to a falling injury. That's why fall prevention is key. And I recently caught up with the folks at Peninsula Home Care to get a lesson on some easy modifications to make the home safer. Home is where you should feel the safest, but for older people, danger can be lurking around every corner, especially in the bathroom.
So Lisa, bathrooms can be slippery, and this is one of the most common places for falls. So to make sure that they're safe taking a shower, we want to use a grab bar to install it in their shower, right there. And don't ever use the door, shower door, towel rack, or soap dish for support.
Sure.
And make sure to install a non-slip bath mat. It's important to, to have those mats suctioned in the floor to prevent them from slipping and falling.
But that's not the only danger found in the bathroom.
Another important tip I want to share with you, Lisa, is to make sure you're taking all the prescribed medications. When you're going to look into your medicine cabinet, make sure to identify the old and expired medications and the unused ones. So you want to take them out of your medicine cabinet.
Is this so that older people don't get confused?
Yes, a lot of older people can get confused and they can take the wrong medications, and that could send them to the emergency room.
Another hazard can be found in the bedroom. Avoid bedspreads, bed linens, and draperies that reach the floor in order to keep the feet from getting tangled. And make sure the bed is the appropriate height. The Disability Rights Education and Defense Fund recommends beds should be 20 to 23 inches high from the floor to the top of the mattress.
So Ivy, I imagine there are plenty of potential hazards in the kitchen for older people.
That's true, Lisa. A lot of older people would still love to cook. So we tell them to avoid wearing loose-fitting clothes, as those loose leaves can easily catch on fire. And make sure fire extinguishers are within reach and accessible, especially for patients in wheelchairs. And speaking of accessibility, you want to reorganize your cabinets so that most commonly used items and foods are within reach. This will prevent them from having to use a step stool or overreaching, which poses a potential hazard for falling.
Sure.
Lighting in the house is important. Make sure staircases have good lighting with switches at the top and bottom. And be sure to always use rails and banisters when going up and down the stairs.
Ivy, this seems pretty harmless right here. We have a big rug in the foyer of the home.
Right. The question is, Lisa, is it secure?
Ah, I can see where that would be a problem.
A lot of patients with balance and mobility issues, they have a hard time walking through these carpets, and that would cause a trip hazard for them.
Sure.
So to eliminate that hazard, make sure to put a non-skid backing underneath of the carpet or a rug to make it more safe and secure.
Another hazard that can cause a fall is an electrical or telephone cord. Be sure to remove them from traffic areas. And consider replacing round doorknobs with levered handles to make exiting the home a lot easier. And Peninsula Home Care offers home safety assessments to patients when they get out of the hospital. That way, loved ones can rest assured that those hazards will be addressed.
I like to think some of that was common sense, but boy, she had some really good points I
She
never
really
thought
did.
of.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Especially the rug.
Especially the rug, yeah.